Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. The stock market is closed today. So before I get into this video and before I start sharing my screen with you guys, I am just gonna do a quick workout and then we'll get right into it. Okay, guys, so we're into the charts now. This is going to be a video on how you can make, wow, my hair is out of control, how you can make a trading plan that works best for you. And for whatever your account size is, this is going to be for everyone. And it starts with finding a stock that you see value in. What I might see value in is something that maybe you don't, or something you do, I don't. It's not for me to tell you what to buy and what to sell. This is just an informational video on how I would go about setting up a trading plan. So I wrote out some notes here for you guys to go over before you come up. So you're going to first come up with a company, a sector, something hot that you like the product, you think the sector is going to be in play, whatever it is, you come up with that name. Now, for an example, I'm going to use DraftKings, and that's what you guys see up here on my chart. On my chart, whenever I look at a daily time frame, I have on a 200-day, a 50-day, and a 20-day exponential. The other ones are SMA. So the reason why I have these are because they are very well respected on the daily chart. A lot of time, the 200-day, since DraftKings hasn't been around forever, the 200-day only starts here with it. But this is where the 200-day SMA is. It's at around 48. What I noticed when I was looking at this stock was this trend that developed right here. So forget the 50-day, forget the 20 EMA. I drew a trend line out probably right around here when I saw that it was hitting it 4 times. Now, what happened a week ago was, it was actually 4 trading days ago, we hit that trend line. Now, this is when I went on to Twitter. You guys follow me over there. It's at Mr. Greenbar. I posted this in our Discord chat, and not telling anybody to buy anything, but I just said, just watch what this does. We're about to bounce off of a trend line that is very well respected. By very well respected, I mean something that has touched this many times and has continued to bounce every time it hits it. On this day, before this trading day where it's the green bar here, I said, let's see what happens. And sure enough, it bounced off of this trend line. So Now let's assume we're going to get into DraftKings for a swing trade. A swing trade is you're holding something for more than just a day trade. So it could be the next day, it could be 3 days, it could be a month. Whatever it is, I like to set a price target, especially when something bounces off of a trend line. So I would try to get my entry. This is all the processes I would be working out. I would try to get my entry right around here. So anywhere from 59 to 60 would be an ideal entry. With a stop, you could do your stop anywhere, you know, some people will say 7%. I don't really like that on a swing trade, but 7% is fine. That's what a lot of people do. Once we break trends is probably a place that I would now cancel this trade out. Because if I want to continue this upward trend with DraftKings and it breaks the trend, my trade is technically not validated anymore. So I would either take the profit or I would just get out of the trade. My price that I would be taking profit is always, always, always going to be like something like this in this area here. Okay. You could even go maybe make it a little bit bigger as to not get greedy. And the reason why I'm putting it below the previous high, once prices get to these levels, there's going to be a lot of resistance, okay? So when the price gets over to here, I take my profit because I don't want to sit through either consolidation and then a retest of maybe this trend. So you're in profit, you don't take your profit, and then there's a retracement back to the trend line. Now it may be a week, 2 weeks down, and this trend line could be not at 61 at the time because this is going to keep going. It could be at like 65, whatever it may be at the time of sale. I just like to take my trade off and lock in profits right before I know there's going to be a lot of resistance. I find that that's the best thing to do when I'm looking to do a swing trade. So other things you could look at when you're determining what stock you want to. So we went over the technicals here of where I would buy, where I would sell, right, on a swing trade. Now let's get into the fundamentals. The fundamentals are different than technical. For me, this DraftKings swing would be a strictly technical play because of a bounce off of a trend line. There's no new catalyst on this. Everybody by now knows DraftKings is here. They're here to stay. Everybody knows that there's going to be new states that open up gambling, make it legalized. None of that is new. So when you're looking to trade, let's say something else other than this, you're going to want to see, does it have a catalyst? Is it in a hot sector? Because you're going to want a lot of volume and a lot of other eyes on the stock. And that's what gives us, a lot more price action and will increase our profits. So we identified support and resistance. Support would be this trend. Resistance would be the previous high. The RSI is looking just fine. Let's see. Also, the RSI here, take a look at this. I like to have the RSI on here. It's a really good indicator that I use on my swing trades. When it got to the oversold part, you can see that it bounced really hard off of that level. So that might be When you have a lot of reasons to buy, it's called confluences, right? So right here's a confluence. Now, if you had also an oversold position on the RSI, that might be another confluence. Maybe a catalyst would be another one. And you have all these different confluences that come together that give you a lot more confidence in an overall strong position. So a lot of Forex traders trade with confluences. You know, we don't really do that with equities to the point that they do, but it's still a nice way to trade. So you guys should watch some Forex traders and how they trade, especially if you trade futures like I do. It's really nice to see how Forex traders trade, especially for trading futures indexes. So we looked at that, we got that. And I think that wraps up this video. So we did the take profit, the entry, and we went through, you know, your trading plan. Now with a trading plan, this is something that I struggle with as a trader, and why swing trading for me is a lot harder than day trading. I tend to take my profits too quickly when I swing trade. You know, so you have to have patience. You got to let this trade play out. This DraftKings, it might come up, it might come back down a little bit, but you have to be willing to sit in this trade until it hits your price target. That is the key to swing trading. You can always take the trade off if it decides that it is not going the way that you thought it was going to go. If it breaks the trend, whatever happens, you know, you can always take the trade off. But to be consistent, you got to let your trade play out and hit your price target, your take profit area, whatever you want to call it. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. We have new videos every single day. And get in there, join our Discord chat. It's growing every day. And on Twitter, you can follow me at Mr. Greenbar. We have social media all over the place, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. I'll link it all in the description. Anyway, guys, enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope to see you on the next video. Take care.